Welcome, guys. Hi, how are you guys doing? It's Rick here, doing the third episode 3 of the journey to £1,000,000. How you guys doing? If you're really enjoying this documenting of the journey that I'm taking to go from here, if you want to see so that you can follow too, make sure you like this page on Facebook, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, and get notified whenever I am bringing another little video. I had to do this little video to accompany my blog because, as you know, I write mainly. That's my main method, but video is too powerful. No matter how shy I am, I had to come out and say this one. And this is kind of just episode 3 is getting to know and getting to understand the value of time. This is a big component. As I'm doing this journey to £1,000,000, there's going to be a lot of more detail as we go forward, some of the upper episodes. But in these beginning episodes, you're seeing a lot of broad strokes. I think I talked about just the general gist of why I'm doing it in episode 1. In episode 2, I talked about managing your money and being a good steward of your money. But right now, I just want to tell you about one of the really big key components, which is understanding and knowing the value of time. This is incredible. Time is the greatest resource that you have. Now, in general, time is the greatest resource you have. It also is the greatest resource you have as you're going through your journey of becoming a millionaire, if that's your goal, whatever your financial goal is. This is me. I use this journey to £1,000,000 for me, but for you, it could be something different. Time is just the greatest resource. Time is so important. If you understood the power that time has to help you, you would look at time differently, and you would put everything down just so that you can learn some of these concepts. And I'm going to be teaching them a lot over the next few whatever. I'm going to be teaching you whatever I have a chance. I'm going to be coming and teaching you. But right now, I'm just going to give you the broad strokes of why time is the greatest resource. So now, first of all, everything is made out of time. If you just don't understand that everything is made out of time, just as water is made out of H2O molecules, just as this shirt is made out of, I think this is cotton threads, your life is made out of time. And everything around is made out of time. Think about it. For anything to come into being, time has to be spent. Either in making it, assembling it, growing it, whatever it is, time has to be spent. So time is really important for you. Wealth is made out of, when you combine patience and consistency in a few certain actions. And I'm just going to explain and expand on this a little bit because you've got to get it. Wealth is made when you're combining patience and consistency, and that is all about time. Okay, let's take a look at some different aspects of wealth creation, right? So if you're going to become a millionaire, number one, let's just take investing. If you're investing in some money, so let's say you're not that business minded yourself, or you are, but you're still growing yourself, but you want to invest in someone else's business and make it. Then you have to make use of something called compound interest. That means you invest a certain amount of money, perhaps either every month, or you invest it every year into somebody, and they give you a certain amount of interest at the end of the year, and then you reinvest that money for the next year, and then the year after that, there is even more interest. All of this takes time. You can't just be, okay, I'm going to spend a year putting in, and then you take your money out after 1 year. There won't be much there. You won't have much. Let's say, this is something I did. One time when I got a really nice job, I decided that I wanted to open a certain investment account. I opened it, and I was basically putting aside £50 a month. And at the end of the year, I went into some financial troubles, so I went and took out my money. And I was shocked how little interest there was at the end of the money. There wasn't much interest. At the end of the year, there wasn't much interest on my money. So I just took out the money I had and a teeny tiny bit of interest because I didn't leave it for long enough. I didn't partner with time. I was too short-term minded. And that is what most of us are like. What we need to do is say with time, investing takes time. Sometimes you've got to invest for the long term and just almost forget about your money and just continue consistently to put money in. And that's when over the years, after 5, 10 years, 10 years even, like that's when the real kind of interest starts happening and your money starts growing really, really big. So, if you're going to invest, and that's a big thing, if you're going to become a millionaire, you need to invest. You've got to understand the value of time. Don't be that person that wants to invest right now and then get your money tomorrow and it's all done. That will never happen. That, in fact, then will give you, if you're impatient like that, you are more susceptible to get rich quick schemes and things which are dodgy and things that are too good to be true. Don't get put in that. It takes time. Another part of how it takes time to build wealth. Wealth is created. Let's say you're selling a product or a service, right? You want to kind of be paid for this product or service you're doing. But if what you're doing or what you're selling or what you're doing is not valuable to anybody, then nobody will pay you. So it will take time for you to become the type of person who is able enough to be paid a large amount of money. It will take you time to produce a product that is awesome enough that people will say, yes, we will pay good money for this. Every invention that is worth anything took time. Every single invention that's worth anything took a lot of time. People in the laboratory working until they honed it and got it to the right place where it was. Every high-paid artisan, every highly paid artist, every highly paid sports person, every highly paid consultant has taken a lot of time bringing their gift to the place where they can command a large amount of money. There's no one who is an overnight success. No one. There is nothing called an overnight success. When the guys who come and are picked in the NBA draft and they get like in the rookie year, they get like a big old check and they're being paid, millions and millions in a season of basketball. That's not where it began. You haven't seen the 10 to 15 years that they spent waking up at 5 a.m., going to the basketball court, working on their skills, working on their shots, working on their dribbling, working on everything. Ooh, your time is so valuable. You cannot look at your time as if it was nothing, guys. You have to understand the value of your time. It will make you a better man, a better woman. It will make you worth more. If you spend time working on your gift, working on the thing you're talented in, working on your product, you will create something epic. I don't want this video to go over 10 minutes, so I'm going to just finish off with this. There is no society and no community in the world that does not respect time that is wealthy. Now, this really touches me and hits me because I'm a black man and I come from Africa originally, and I really, really cry because of the lack of understanding time that we have. In fact, there's a funny saying called there's no rush in Africa. There's no rush in Africa. And you're going, guys, we've got to understand from the upper echelons, from government, everybody else. If we as a culture understand how important time is and what we can do with time, then we will catch up to the developed nations and do amazing things. So, I would like you to take time, do a couple of things. Inventory your day. What do you do with your day? Do you waste your time? Do you just spend it on menial things, or do you invest it in yourself? Put loads of value into yourself. Put loads of value to make yourself the kind of person who can then become a millionaire. Because there is a value, there is something that you don't just become a millionaire just by overnight. It doesn't just happen like that. If it happens like that, you will lose up money quickly. So guys, thank you so much. Make sure you read the accompanying post that goes with this. I've gone into a lot more detail in some of these things. And again, don't forget to like the page, subscribe on YouTube, and let me know. Give me some feedback on what you think. Have a good day. Later.